school pickups.
Hello. Good day to you all. Welcome to our session today where I am meeting with the beautiful ladies. We are all in different states of Australia, and it is a sign of our business, which is global. So it's beyond Australia, actually. We are just meeting few ladies here in Australia in different states, so far away from each other. Welcome to our session. Today, we are having quick discussions on fear of judgment and limiting beliefs. For many people, it is a barrier to start an online business because of those two big factors. So we will introduce ourselves, then we can get into the discussion. You are most welcome to participate wherever you are watching us from. It is a pleasure indeed for you to participate. Welcome again, ladies. Good afternoon to you. It's beautiful to have you on set. Okay, Sis Robin, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Robin, and I'm actually from Adelaide, Australia. I have lived in Australia for over 34 years, and though I am originally a Kiwi girl from New Zealand, kia ora, everyone, I am a mum, a grandma, and a proud mum of 2 fur babies. I am so happy to be here today to chat with you all about something that I think we all deal with, but don't always talk about. So that's it for me for now, and I'll pass you on. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you very much for that introduction. We love Kiwis. You are beautiful. I love your accents. Sis Joanne, please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to wherever you are tuning from. We have a very interesting and valuable topic today that we hope that you can get knowledge and pick up some knowledge and learning process on to our topic. By the way, my name is Jonah Williams, originally from Philippines. Been here in Australia for over 34 years, same as Sister Robin. I'm a mom of one and a grandma of one, and I'm very happy with my partner. Um, I'm a support worker and slash business owner. And we, all this in the panel, we are doing this for the benefit of everything and best of all for the future. So stay tuned for more and hopefully you can learn something from us and that you can decide that there's more out there like us. Listen to us. There's more out there that it doesn't have to be so tiredness of your body because having a plan B is always the best. Okay, pass you on back to our host, Sister Bongai.
Thank you very much. Good day to you all. Good day. We love to be here. We love to have a chat as online digital business owners. My name is Bongai. I'm a mom of 4. I'm a registered nurse by profession, and I'm also an online business owner. I do it alongside my career as a nurse, and it is a pleasure for me to do so. I am also a migrant to Australia. I came from Zimbabwe with 2 children, and the 2 children that I came with are adults, but I do have 2 teenagers. They are a blessing to me, and I found this business, which I actually call my job as well. I found this business this year because I had gone a season of despair and distress. My job was terminated in 2021, and when I came across the advert for this business, I went, this is it. I did my due diligence, looked through everything, watched the webinars, listened, asked questions, and I was happy to commence this online digital business. And it is a blessing indeed for me to have started this business. Nevertheless, I'm talking with a light face now because I will never be in that position again that I was in 2021. Today, we are discussing two pertinent issues that do bother many people when they think of starting an online business. One of them is fear of judgment. So we are going to quickly discuss that because it really is a serious issue with many people. Fear of judgment. Yes, Sis Jonah, please talk to us. I think you are muted.
Sorry, sorry. Fear of judgment, it comes in many pictures and many bodies in many ways. For example, being English as a second language, that's one thing, right? Because we weren't it's not our native language, and then you become exposed to these kind of things that you have to deal with. And moving on, we have to go and find a better place for the future family and everything, to build your family and stuff like that. So we went overseas and find a better place to work and things like that. And the judgment, because oh, she's got a funny accent, she's got all this and that stuff, right? And also for our age, we didn't have this technology at first when we were studying on our time. um it it wasn't this advanced, it wasn't, and then that's that becomes another fear, because oh my god, we're behind because we're getting older. We're in the states, we're not student anymore. But life is just keeps going, learning anyway. So um that's, I take that away, because when we had kids, it didn't come with the instruction. When we got married, it didn't come with instructions. Not like buying appliances. It comes with the instruction. Even that, you have to follow through step by step. So the same thing, to make the story short, it's the same thing with the business. And even before you have a career, right? You have to go study, and then you become that career person, you become an RN, you become a carer, whatever you do, you become a lawyer, you become a doctor. It goes step by step. You still have to go to proceed to the process, to follow the process, to become, to get there. So when I come into this business, I thought, because I keep studying, I go to tape on my spare time, so I won't be depressed, like. And I want to use my time in a useful way, even though of course we're just a human being. We're down sometimes, we have problem, because problem is a twins of a solution anyway. There's no solution if there's no problem, so it comes together all the time. And the other fear, the moment that I came to this business, I thought, yeah, I'm behind with things like technology. I'm not technology savvy. And on the process of doing progress notes as an RN, right? We do the follow. They have their own uh, policy that we have to follow and everything. So we kind of just go from there. So, and before we get there, we learn as well. So when I came to this business, I said, it might be slow. I knew from the very beginning it's gonna be slow. But hey, it's if the business is one day millionaire, you earn right away, you loses it right away. It doesn't stay. But if you work for it, and um you work hard for it, and learn how to follow the step by step, then you get there with full of knowledge, with complete of knowledge, and not just thinking money, think right away. And also, I have that fear that how am I gonna talk like this? I never used to do this. I only talk on Messenger with my family and friends. But then, as the more I exposed myself, the more I was like, I cannot stop talking once I stop. So that I I I crossed that bridge already. And then to this journey, I have lived with a purpose. And I want to share the moment that I have stepped into this business, although I didn't become active right away because of the fact that we have to do our primary job. You know what I mean? So, and I didn't have that time. But now I'm in the injury at the moment, so I can focus while I'm at home. If I didn't have this business, I will be depressed. You know what I mean? Because I'm stuck at home. But because of this, I get to reach out with everyone, with all the sisters and brothers wherever I am, wherever they are, and wherever, you know, I get to. The only missing is to touch you guys. The only missing, and that give me courage. And I took away the judgment of other, especially close family friends. They judge me about, oh, you're going into that, it's a pyramid. I said, just wait and see. I mean, let me do it myself. If I succeed, I'm the one who did it. If I fail, it's to me as well. You got nothing to do with it. So that fear of judgment, before I cried, I take it personally. And then I get to talk to you guys. I get to talk to my community. I get to talk to everywhere in the world. And I was like, oh, who the heck? Even if you're close by, I don't give that it the beep. I mean, you can judge me, but you don't know me. And if I succeeded, it's mine. And if you follow me, welcome to board. If you just gonna judge me, I'm not even gonna listen to it. Talk to the hand. I learned that. I learned that. Talk to the hand, because I'm not wasting my saliva either for negative things. I'm only interested to the people who have the same voice, who has the same value, who has the same dreams as I am. Take away all those negative, minus minus, there's no equals, you know but if you put plus plus, which is positive, there's so many equals. And that's my point of view of the judgment. So I take that away, and because I gain thousands of people versus two or three or handful, you know and that's what my key point on judgment. Thank you.
That's so right. Thank you very much. Yes, judgment really, it's a terrible thing. I am looking at you telling us that you were judged to an extent of you even crying,
Yeah.
but you quickly turned around
Yeah.
and learned and say, if I fail, it is me.
Yeah.
If I succeed, it is me. Yes, that's good. Just one question. Did you feel that you could be judged before you started this business?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Because my partner is a business and before he semi-retired, and he's skeptical, and my family, even my daughter and all that, and then my friends, my colleagues, because I've been nursing for 26, nearly 27 years. My colleagues, the one that I meet up with occasionally, like, even we don't work anymore together, we have some kind of group that we come together during Christmas party and stuff like that, or birthday, that we meet again. But they're the first one, and so is my partner. But as a business person, I said to him, come on, you had a business for over 20 years and it fails, and you just keep paying paying the rent, you keep paying the people that you that working for you. You don't even pay for yourself. You don't even pay yourself, and you ended up broke, because and then you don't have a day off. And that's why I ended up not going anywhere, because even if I have a leave, I can't go by myself because I feel guilty, you know what I mean? And then I told him, no more, don't do any more business, just work for somebody, because I did started my own business as a caregiver as well. And I thought, oh my god, it's 24/7, and then in the middle of the night you go, you have to you have to do everything. Doctor's appointment, do all the ACAT, do all the progress note, do all the processing, all and the talking to the family. And then I said, oh, I'm just gonna be employed. So I did that. I only did that for about a year and a half, and I said no because I have no rest. They call me in the middle of the night. Nothing. It doesn't matter, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So I'd rather work. I did work for four different provider, but then I can go home and just leave it at that. You know what I mean? I don't have to take it at home. And then the people, when I cried, my close friends, my close colleagues, they're Australian, Caucasian. They told me, they said, oh, that, and they messaged me. I mean, if I don't see them, it's fine. But when they message you, oh, that's bullshit. That's another. They even have swear words and that. That's another bullshit. That's a pyramid. This all and this and that. And I thought they're my close friends, and I feel disappointed. You know what I mean? And that's why I cried. But then again, I knew it myself. But because I'm too soft, like I take it like I feel sorry for them. Even though I was crying, I was the one that feels sorry for them because they don't understand, and they will never understand until they get into this. So I just put it, I told them, I said, you guys, I messaged all of them. There's about five of them, and the same notes of message that said, you all entitled to your opinion, but leave it with me. What's my decision for myself, and leave it as that, because I don't want to be continuing like the back and forth. You know what I mean? So I put the full stop into it, and I said, please just leave me be. I'm not dragging you guys. I'm not convincing you. You just see, because they're judging my posting, my all these things. And this, oh, what do you do for that business for? That's another bullshit. That's another pyramid. I said, oh, okay, come on. At the meantime, I was crying. I was like thinking because I want to be polite, and I am a polite person. It's so hard because they're so harsh to me, but it's so hard to be polite sometimes, and I don't want, at that moment, at the same time, I don't want to make a comment because I'm already hyper as well myself. And if you're like that, you gotta have to withdraw first and think carefully so you can be polite and say them in the professional way, or in the polite way, how I
Right.
deliver.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. At least you had those issues and you had solutions as well. Thank
Yeah.
you very much. Sis Robin, please take the floor. You're
Um,
muted.
I'm still muted. I'm good now. All right. So, for the longest time, I was terrified of being judged. I'm quite a quiet person. I sit in the back of the room and just listen. So it wasn't just a small worry. It was like that deep, heavy feeling that if I tried something new, people would be watching and waiting for me to trip up. I felt like this even when I started this online business. Everything had to be perfect. Otherwise, people would look at me and think, like, who does she think she is? Why is she trying to do that? You know, a lot of people have been sitting back waiting, just waiting for me to just stop. But that was my insecurity, right? So I spent so much time worried about not getting things right, whether it was how I looked, what I said, or how I presented myself. And that fear almost stopped me from even trying this business. I kept asking myself, what if I fail? That's another big question a lot of people ask. What if you fail? But then what if you don't, right? So what if they say, I'm not good enough? It is so easy to let that or they think voice become louder than your own. I want this voice. So what will they think voice overtakes that I want that voice, right? But I realize that people don't actually want or need perfect. They just want real. right? The real you, the authentic you. When I stopped trying to be this polished, untouchable person and just showing up as me, flaws and grey hairs, as we all have grey hairs, and tech mistakes. I always make tech mistakes. I'm still learning because I'm not tech savvy. And that fear of judgment started to fade away. But don't get me wrong, I'm still fearing judgment, but I'm learning every single day. And like, they're not the ones that are building a life, they're the ones watching. So I decided that I would rather be in the arena building my future and my life for my family than sitting on the sidelines and worrying about a comment. Because what is that saying? What people say about you is none of your business. So don't worry about what other people say. You just continue on what you are doing. Okay.
Thank
That's
you very much. That is really insightful. Don't worry about what people are saying about you. You just focus and do what you think is right for yourself. Yes, fear of judgment, I think it's something that just creeps in for everyone that is going to start something new in their lives, especially if it is something big. A small thing, I don't think anyone would have a fear of judgment. But if it is big, then some people will start to have that fear of judgment. Nevertheless, the biggest pain is from the family members. And that is what can stop someone actually from starting. People who are outside, it's not a big issue. But if there are family members who are continually grinding you on the efforts that you are trying to put and create a different future for yourself, then that's where problems come. I'm just shifting to put my computer on charge. That's where problems, many of them, would start. But we thank God for wisdom. We thank God for wisdom. My biggest fear, yes, of judgment before I started, sorry for that. I wasn't quite aware that the power was running down. My fear was actually when I was thinking, that's the most terrifying time before you even, when you really are sitting down and say, yes, I'm doing it. That's where everything just comes out. Okay, what are they going to say? What are they going to say about this? They are going to ask about this. They're going to ask about the cost. They're going to ask about how quickly, how certain are you that this business is going to give you an income? How quick, and how are you even going to do it? Everything starts to just flow into your mind. And if you are not really focused, that is when you will just step back. I thank God many are just coming out of such state of affairs when they want to start something big in their lives, and they just step. And once you make that step forward, yes, I am going now. I am going and I'm doing it, and I don't care who says what. This is me. I am creating this for myself. I'm creating a different future, and that will be it. It is a real thing. Fear of judgment. So it's not for sissy people or anything like that. It's a real issue. It's a real issue, not only for starting an online business, but other things that you feel you are going to step in on your own. You have made that decision. There are forces that would love to pull you down. There are forces. Oh, wonderful. That's really good. Yes, let's go to the next, limiting beliefs. That is another biggie. That is another biggie. Do you want to quickly give us your thoughts, Sis Jonah?
Okay, hi again. Um, I'm just gonna give up pointers on to limiting beliefs. which I brought a little bit. Um, your biggest obstacle isn't your situation, it's the story you keep telling yourself. And the next one is limiting beliefs build invisible walls. Learning gives you the tools to break through them.
Mhm.
So don't limit your beliefs. When you change your mindset, you change your possibilities.
Mhm.
You don't have to be perfect to begin. You just have to be willing to learn.
That's it.
And that it's the limiting beliefs. And a lot of us, especially on our age, we thought, oh, we cannot catch up with this technology nowadays because we're not tech savvy and all that. And we're not in the position, even IT don't really have to, they're not perfect either, even though they're IT. And that's one of we thought, oh, it's gonna be limited. How am I gonna do this? Plus, I'm on the age that it's supposed to be like it's too late for us. That's what was I thought before, like the walls and all that stuff. And then seeing it and like even this step by step slow learning in the technology, I'm quite happy and proud of myself, even though for the others it seems like, oh my God, you're so happy and that's all you've learned. And I was like, well, that's me, I'm thankful for that. I'm
Yeah.
not really preaching for the flag. I mean, at least I learned. And even though for them it's very small, to me, that's spectacular because I never thought I could do it. Things like that. Like even making a Canva, making all this design and stuff. I I was so proud. I was like, yeah, even without people here, or sometimes my partner would go, "Why? What's wrong?" I was screaming like, "I did it! I did it!" And it thought there's something wrong. It would come in and say, "What? What? What was going on?" And I said, "No, I'm
Oh
just so
my
happy
goodness.
because
What a
I
joy.
achieved something." I was like, for other people, like sometimes, "Oh my God, is that all?" I said, what for me it's a big thing, I'm happy. So I said, do not say that it's just small, because for me the most important is for yourself, how you feel about it. I don't care about them if they said it's very small. To me, hey, my gosh, I never thought I could do that. I never thought in a million years I could be a business owner. See, so that's part of do not limit your limiting beliefs, because everything will fall down into the places. And it's like the plants. I water them, I talk to them, because they're living things as well. You talk to them, they give you vegetable, they give you something to harvest because you're sweet to them. And I said, even I said to some people, even my partner, my daughter, she said, how come it's so different when you cook it and I cook it? First, you're just making excuse, so I cook them. Secondly, because you cook them, you guys is cooking without love. You have to put the love to it so it tastes good and yummy. And I said, do not limit the ingredients. Put anything you can think of. It does. You don't have to follow. I don't follow recipe. I just make my own recipe, and it's better. So that's my part of limiting beliefs. Never, never, no matter how old you are, you just keep going. Whatever makes you feel good. And also this business, I just want to add it that in this business, I believe that it will lessen your dementia in the future because your brain is keep going. How's that?
Oh dear.
Because your brain just keeps going and active, you
It
know,
does.
and you're learning, and it helps with Alzheimer's and dementia. Just that's another medication.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sis Robin, please take the floor.
I really don't know how to top that. But yes, as Sis Jones said, um, it's like you're learning. It's your limiting belief. Like when I first jumped into the digital space, I was excited, and then that little voice inside of me started saying, really loud, you're not tech savvy. You only know how to copy and paste. You're in your 50s. This is a young person's game. And to be honest, I am not someone who naturally loves talking to strangers. So the idea of attraction marketing actually put myself out there where everyone could see me was totally out of my comfort zone. But I had to sit down and ask myself, is this belief true or is it fear? Right? Now, if I kept it at that, I would not be in this business. You know, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And the more you do it, the more it gets easier, right? Like, I would be like not doing these lives because I didn't want to get in front of the camera. And I thought, no, I've got to keep doing it. And I feel it's getting easier and easier. So I would love to stay safe in my comfort zone, but I'm not going to go nowhere like that. You're going to still do Groundhog Day, day after day, the same thing. And I want to do something. So this is there's so much bigger things out there than my current skills. And I am learning every single day. So just because what I didn't know yesterday doesn't mean that I cannot learn today.
That's it. Thank you very much. My limiting beliefs before I started was every online business is a scam, dear Lord.
Oh, yes.
Especially when you have tried a few and things didn't work out very well. You just go, oh, this is another one. But to get over that, I really needed what I didn't do with the others. I needed to do it with this one. I looked through, took my time, I asked the right questions to make sure that it's not one of those. And this is the reality. There are some shonky online things happening in this world. People have been ripped off their hard-earned money. So that was really for a long time. And I thank God that this business came to me really just dropped before me. It is really a reality, it's a limiting belief out there. The other is me as I am, foreign and also of a different color skin. How am I going to deal? No, there is no way I could be starting this and be successful. There is no way. How will I even, like Sis Jonah said, with the fear of the language. And it's also is a limiting belief. Where do I start? English is my fifth language. How will I make this? How will I speak to people and all that? These are genuine issues that are keeping people bound and not making inward steps to be able to see their dreams coming to fruition. They are real issues, but you need to sit down at the end of the day and ask yourself questions. Why? Why? Why am I even thinking I want to change my future? Why? If your why is big, you do your due diligence to look in every business that comes before you, to study it critically and make sure that there is no issue for you that may arise. And of course, every business requires you to work hard. Woolworth has got hundreds and hundreds of shops in Australia. They are still working very hard. They work very hard. They advertise even for their bread. Imagine Coca-Cola advertises Coca-Cola. Who doesn't know Coca-Cola that it is there in the shops? They still do it. It's part of the business, it's part of the pathway. So we cannot be limited and not find a way to get out of the belief. It is only a belief anyway. As hard as it might be, it's only a belief that you can navigate through or just forget about it. Wonderful. Ladies, a minute each. What word do you have to our audience regarding our online business? do you a final word for the our audience? A minute, Sis Joanna, please unmute.
Okay, for those people who hasn't come to our business, just check it out. You got nothing to lose. Especially pretty soon you'll be able to because I watched the MMI. Pretty soon you'll be able to, for those people that hasn't joined in yet, be curious because you'll never know what's where they're gonna take you. And anything in this world anyway that you need the financial what do you call budget or money or cash to start any business at all. But in this business, it's very small amount to start with. And if you think it's not for you, I mean, there's no forcing. We're only sharing as a business owner. We're only sharing what we have now and what you could have in the future to be able to help you guys. To that helps us as well. And when you come into this business, you'll never be alone, no matter what walks of life you are, wherever you are, you will never alone because this is globally. No matter what language you have, you can have the language. It's all in there, in here. And do not be afraid that, like our topic today, do not limit your beliefs. Do not be don't let fear of judgment took over you because fear is always gonna be there. But the worst thing is if you don't step in and try it. You might fall, you get up again, and that's part of life. No matter what you do, no matter what level of life you are in, we have a lot of people here that's very what do you call educated, they're rich, they don't stop, they just because this actually before money, of course, money, right? But now, since I've been in the business, it's more than money that I've earned to myself. It's the peaceful, my spirit, my skills, my belief in myself, and I'm so proud of myself. Like I always said, give yourself a pat on your back because nobody does your future but you. But when you come into this business, you will never be alone because in this business you can reach out to any one of us, and when you enter being in the community you have access of everything you need. You will never be alone. This business is my psychology, my psychotherapy, and everything else. So take it from that, and I hope that you guys will learn something from us, and don't wait any longer. Waiting will just keep you on hold. So come in and we'll see you inside. Our website is down below, and I'll pass it back on to our host. Oh, to Sister Robin first. Sorry.
Okay, yes. So yes, if you're interested, we do invite you to watch our complimentary webinar. Sorry about that. Complimentary webinar where you can see that this is a system you can learn. We have step-by-step training, and no matter what level that you are, even if you're zero tech savvy, we are here to help. Like anywhere around the world, we have coaches and mentors that are there for you at all times, and we have weekly meetings. So just click on one of our websites here below us if you're interested, and then you can register with your name and your email, and you'll be able to watch the complimentary webinar. I highly recommend that you take that leap of faith because it doesn't cost you anything to see if this is the right fit for you. Okay, so thank you for having us.
Wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. It will not cost you anything just to check us out. Like the ladies have said, just click the link and watch a webinar which is waiting for you to inspire you. And if you have to pay, it's $149 because this is a global business. That's why you have to pay $149 US dollars accepted everywhere. So that is the currency which is used. You pay your $149. You have now, it's free to start with webinar, and you think you want to know more than 149 US dollars, you get into the whole system and you'll be able to look at the whole business system, hearing a lot of testimonies, the training. So if your limit belief is, I am too old, I cannot do this, how will I attract people of interest? No, 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 no. There is nothing like that, because you are covered fully. There is training. You'll be taught how to attract people who are looking at the same business that we are offering. It is global. There is no market saturation. No, no, no. If you are wanting extra income besides your career, do you think your next door neighbor is not wanting extra income? Yes, they do. So take your faith, be prayerful, step in one step at a time. For ladies who are a bit mature like us, it is never too late for you to create a different future. No. Prepare for your retirement. You can never have too much money anyway. You can never have too much income. So that's all from us. I trust you have got some inspiration from us, real issues that can happen when you're thinking of starting something big. Yes, so please, we are there. Our community has got thousands and thousands of business people, like-minded. They are successful, different levels. So you will have someone to support you if you are coachable. That's all from us. Thank you very much, ladies. We will see you some other time. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, picture. Ako na lang mag-isa.